shoes and rice and presents to take.
Somebody get a sweet negligee,
'Cause somebody's getting married today.
The wedding. It was the day of our wedding, and I had been nervous all day long. I was in the bridal chamber with Impa and Princess Zelda. As Impa and Princess Zelda worked on my hair, I stared down at my dress. The dress was the most beautiful and the most expensive I had ever seen. The king had spared no expense when he had it made. After I was fully dressed, all that was left to do was finish my hair. Impa stopped working on my hair and let Zelda finish it. She walked over to a table and picked something up. When she came back over, she handed me a gold choker that had a Triforce charm and a diamond dangling in the center. It will look beautiful on you. Thank you, Impa. It's very beautiful. As Princess Zelda looked me over, she said something was missing. Taking my left hand, she held up my hand and fastened a beautiful gold bracelet around my wrist. It was my mother's, but I want you to have it. I cannot accept this!
Nonsense. Mother would have done the same thing if she were here. Besides, I want you to have it. It looks beautiful on you. Take it. And that's in order.
Thank you so much, I said as I hugged my friend. The wedding was about to begin. There was a loud bustle as people tried to find their seats. Everyone in Hyrule had attended. As the crowd began to settle down, the king came to my side. Since he was like a father to me, he was going to be the one who was giving me away to Link. I started to get nervous again as the wedding music began to play. Next I saw Link being walked out with Princess Zelda. He looked so handsome, dressed in prince clothes as he walked down the aisle. Taking the king's arm, we began to walk down the aisle. When we reached the altar, I took my place at Link's left. Zelda, my maid of honor, was to my left, and Dorina, Link's best man, was to his right. Before I fixed my eyes forward, I looked at Link from the corner of my eye. Man, how I loved him! Then the preacher began to speak. We have gathered here today to witness this man and woman being joined in holy matrimony. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. Then I closed my eyes as he gently took me into his arms and gently pressed his lips on mine. The reception hall was set quite beautifully. There were white candles lighting the room and a huge wedding cake sat in the center. As everyone filled into the room, Link and I went over to the cake. Everyone clapped and then made a toast to our marriage.
May your life together bring happiness and new experiences,
Zelda said as she raised her goblet high. Hey, hey, someone else, yeah. Then the music changed into a dance and everyone crowded onto the ballroom floor. Link led me by the hand and the crowd formed a circle around us as we began to dance together. As I danced with Link, I felt like I was dancing on air. Felt light as a feather. I got into the music, my thoughts drifted, and I began to flow in unison with Link's body. He took the lead, and I let myself go with the flow. When we were done dancing, it was time for a wedding song to be played. Link had found someone to sing our wedding song. A beautiful young red-headed girl named Malon from Lon Lon Ranch was to sing for us. She got up on the platform and started to sing, "Your love floats on the wings of a dove." At the end, it was time for Link and I to leave for our honeymoon. As we walked out of the castle, and to the awaiting rusty brown mare, the king and Zelda had one last gift to give. Zelda walked up to me and took my hand, placed an ocarina in it, and closed my fingers around it.
I want you to have this as my gift to you both.
Thank you! We will take good care of it! Then the king hugged me, gave Link a pat on the back and a wink. I knew what he meant by that! I could hear the king and Zelda saying goodbye as we rode, but soon their voices drifted into the distance.